Good morning, students all. In the last class, we finished the CET problems in oscillations. Today, we will finish this neat corner problems. See the first question, page number 425. What they are asking: the displacement of a particle along x-axis is given by x is equal to a sine square omega t. Then whether it is in SHM or not, that displacement of a particle is given by this equation. Whether it is in SHM or not, you find, that is the question. A into the sine square omega t 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2. Like this we can write. This is a by 2 minus a by 2 cos 2 omega t. Okay. Then find its velocity. V is equal to dx by dt. If you differentiate this a by 2, it will be 0. Next, minus a by 2 cos omega t minus 2 omega t into 2 omega. This 2 will cancel, minus will be plus a omega sine 2 omega t. That will be velocity. Acceleration, if you write dv by dt, so this will be a omega again cos omega t into 2 omega. Then a is equal to 2a omega square cos 2 omega t. Actually, a proportional to x. That will be the displacement equation. Here omega square is there. So this will be acceleration. For without confusion, I will write it as capital A. Here let us assume capital A is the acceleration. So acceleration is not proportional to displacement here, because here omega square is there. So that's why this equation is not valid. So particle is not in SHM. Okay. So one or two questions they gave wrong options. So what will be the answer for it will be non-simple harmonic motion. So first question, it will be third option. They gave wrong option. One or two questions they gave wrong. First question, consider it as third option. Next, second question. What they are asking. See. Time period of oscillation of mass m suspended from the spring of negligible mass is t. Along with the mass, another mass is suspended. What is the period of oscillation? So here there is a spring. For that a mass m is added. Its time period will be t. If another mass is added to the same spring, already m is there, we attached one more m. What will be time period? Time period formula 2 pi root of m by k. T proportional to root m. T1 by T2 is equal to m1 by m2. So T by T2, this is m, this will be root 2m, because root m2 value will be 2m. Then T2 is equal to root 2 into t. So it will be fourth option. Second question, it will be fourth option. See the third question. A particle is of mass m is released from rest and follows a parabolic path as shown. Assuming the displacement of the mass m from the origin is small, which graph correctly depicts the position of the particle as a function of time? See, yes, they draw a graph like this. Here they give v of x and x. Modify it as this v means actually potential energy, not velocity. Remember, this is u, or you can take it as u of x. Printing mistake. This will be u, potential energy, and x. Graph is like this. Okay, at mean position, potential energy will be minimum. At extreme position, potential energy will be maximum. Potential energy formula is what? Half m omega square y square. Y is equal to y or x, whatever it may be. When x is equal to 0, PE will be 0. When x is equal to maximum, PE will be maximum. Means particle is started from the mean position. From this we can understand. So from the given graph we can understand, from graph we can understand particle started from mean position. Particle is started from the mean position. So, which equation will be correct? Y is equal to a sin omega t. Then how the graph will be there? Between displacement and time. If you draw the graph shape will be like this. Okay. So it will goes on like this. First option will be correct for it. Okay. Between position and time they draw the graph. So third question, it will be first option. I think they gave wrong option for this also. Modify it as first option. Next. See the fourth question. Out of the following functions representing motion of a particle which represents SHM, 4 equations are given. Which equations will represent the particles in SHM? First one, y is equal to sin omega t minus cos omega t. I will do like this. I will multiply with root 2 and I will divide with root 2. There will be no change. 1 by root 2, if you take common, root 2 will cancel, you will get like same only. Root 2 into sin omega t cos pi by 4 minus sin pi by 4 cos omega t. Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So this value sin of omega t minus pi by 4. Here particle is in SHM. First equation. Second equation, sin cube omega t, it is not in SHM. Third equation, directly we can say it is in SHM. 5 cos 3 pi by 4 minus 3 omega t, it will be in SHM. Fourth equation is not in SHM. So 1 and 3 will be in SHM. 2 and 4 will not be in SHM. So fourth question, fourth option will be the answer. Next, see the fifth question. What they are asking. Two particles are oscillating along two closed parallel straight lines side by side with the same frequency and amplitude. They pass each other moving in opposite directions when their displacement is half of the amplitude. The mean positions of the two particles lie on the straight line perpendicular to the paths of the two particles. The phase difference is. So, one particle is moving like this. Another particle is moving in this path. Two particles are moving in along two closed paths. For example, this is the mean position, this is the mean position of the particles. This is A, B, two particles. Okay. Now what they are mentioning is, from the mean position, when first particle is at a displacement of A by 2, it is going like this. Another particle is also at a distance of A by 2. It is moving like this. What is the phase difference between the two particles? Both are at distances A by 2 only. They met at that position, but they are moving in opposite directions. What is the phase of the first particle means? Pi by 6. What is the phase of the second particle means? Pi minus pi by 6. This will be 5 pi by 6. Phase difference between these two, pi 2 minus pi 1. 5 pi by 6 minus pi by 6. 4 pi by 6. This value 2 pi by 3. Okay. Fifth question, it will be second option. Next, see the sixth question. What they are asking, damping force of an oscillator is directly proportional to velocity. Then what is that? Proportionality constant units. Then F is equal to some proportionality constant into V. K is equal to F by V. ML power minus 2 by LT power minus 1. MT power minus 1 kg per second. Okay. Unit for that will be kg per second. Sixth question, it will be third option. Next, see the seventh one. Equation of a simple harmonic wave is given by 3 sine of pi by 2 into 50 minus kx. Ratio of maximum particle velocity and wave velocity. Y is equal to 3 sine pi by 2 into 50t minus x. Y is equal to 3 sine 50 pi t by 2 minus pi by 2 into x. Comparing a sin omega t minus kx. A value will be 3, omega value 50 pi by 2, k value pi by 2. Then ratio between maximum particle velocity and wave velocity is how much? Maximum particle velocity will be a omega. Wave velocity will be omega by k. This is a into k. Here a place how much is there? 3. K place how much is there? This one, pi by 2. A place 3 is there. K place pi by 2 is there. So this ratio will be 3 pi by 2. So 7th question, it will be second option. Next, see the 8th one. What they are asking, the oscillations of a body on a smooth horizontal surface is represented by x is equal to a cos omega t. Then between acceleration and time, if they draw the graph, how the graph will be there? X is equal to a cos omega t, v is equal to dx by dt, cos omega t, it becomes differentiation minus sin omega t into omega. So minus a omega sin omega t, that will be velocity. Acceleration is equal to dv by dt minus a omega into sin omega t differentiation cos omega t into omega minus omega square a cos omega t. Okay. So between acceleration and time, if you draw the graph, this will be cos, means it will not start from the mean position. Negative, it will be like this. Okay. So graph shape will be in this format. Okay. So 8th question, it will be third option. Minus is there, na? So it is started from here. It will changes in that manner. Next, see the 9th question. What they are asking, y1, y2 are the two displacement equations. What is the effective amplitude? y1 is equal to a sin omega t. y2 is equal to a cos omega t. Okay. We'll write like this, a sin omega t. No, this is b, na? B cos omega t. So this will be b sin omega t plus pi by 2. Okay, phase difference between these two will be pi by 2. Effective amplitude means root of a1 square plus a2 square 2a1 a2 cos theta. This is a square b square plus 2ab cos pi by 2. This is 0. It becomes root a square plus b square. So ninth question, it will be second option. Next, see the 10th one. What they are asking, particle is executing SHM at x1, x2 displacements, distances, velocities are v1 and v2. Then what is the formula for time period? So V is equal to omega into root a square minus x square or y square. From this formula, V1 is equal to omega into root of a square minus x1 square. V1 square is equal to omega square into a square minus x1 square. V1 square by omega square is equal to a square minus x1 square. So a square is equal to v1 square by omega square plus x1 square. Another what they mentioned in case 1, this is. Next, in case 2, at displacement x2, velocity will be v2 using this formula. v2 is equal to omega into a square minus x2 square. v2 square is equal to omega square into a square minus x2 square. Bring this one to this side. x2 square is equal to a square. These two you equate, find omega value. From that you calculate time period. What to do? See. From 1 and 2, v1 square by omega square plus x1 square, v2 square by omega square plus x2 square. So v1 square minus v2 square by omega square is equal to x2 square minus x1 square. Omega square is equal to this one. Then omega is equal to how much? Square root of v1 square minus v2 square by x2 square minus x1 square. Then t is equal to 2 pi by omega 2 pi square root of x2 square minus x1 square by v1 square minus v2 square. So this is the formula for the time period. So which will be the option means 10th question, it will be first option. Okay. Next, see the 11th question. What they are asking. Particle executing simple harmonic motion. Maximum velocity is formula a omega square. They gave it as alpha. And maximum velocity formula a omega, they gave it as beta. Then time period. This a omega square by a omega, if you do, we will get omega value. This is equal to alpha by beta. Time period 2 pi by omega. So 2 pi beta by alpha. Okay. So 11th question, it will be first option. Clear? Next, see the 12th one. What they are asking: a body of mass m is attached to the lower ends of a spring whose upper end is fixed. The spring has negligible mass. When the mass is slightly pulled down and released, its oscillation with a time period of 3 seconds. When the mass m is increased by 1 kg, time period of oscillation becomes 5 seconds. The value of m in kg is. So, there is a spring to that. A mass m is attached. What is its time period? 3 seconds. It is pulled down and released. It is making oscillations like this. Its time period is 3 seconds. When mass is increased by 1 kg, m becomes m plus 1. Now time period becomes 5 seconds. What is the m value? T is equal to 2 pi root of m by k. T1 by T2 is equal to root m1 by m2. 3 by 5 is equal to m by m plus 1. 9 by 25 is equal to m by m plus 1. 9m plus m is 9 is equal to 25m. So 16m is equal to 9. M is equal to 9 by 16 kg. Okay. So 12th question, it will be 4th option. Next, see the question number 13. What they are asking, see. Then spring of force constant K is cut into lengths of ratio 1:2:3. They are connected in series and the new constant is K. Now they are connected K dash, then they are connected in parallel. Force constant becomes K double dash. K dash by K double dash is. So a spring is there like this. Its entire spring constant is K. It is divided like this. Length ratio 1:2:3. Okay. Then their spring constants ratio will be, if it is K, this will be 2K, it will be 3K. Okay. Then all are connected in series, all are connected in parallel. Effective spring constant will be what? So in series, 1 by Ks is equal to 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2 plus 1 by K3. So 1 by K dash is equal to 1 by k plus 1 by 2k plus 1 by 3k. Okay, then what will happen? This is 1 by k into 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. Then 1 by k into, this will be 6, here 6, here 3, here 2. So 1 by k dash, this is 1 by k dash is equal to 1 by k into 11 by 6. K dash is equal to 6k by 11 when they are in series. When they are in parallel, Kp is equal to K1 plus K2 plus K3. K double dash is equal to K plus 2K plus 3K. It becomes 6K. Let it be 2. K dash by K double dash. 6K by 11 divided by 6k, this is equal to 1 by 11. So 13th, it will be second option. Okay. Next, see the 14th. We'll finish this all the problems in this class itself. Be patient. Fourth question, 14th, what they are asking is particle executing linear SHM with amplitude 3 centimeter. When the particle is 2 centimeter from the mean position, the magnitude of velocity is equal to its acceleration. Okay. Then what is the time period? So magnitude of velocity is equal to acceleration. This is omega into root a square minus omega square is equal to omega square y. We'll calculate. We'll do one thing. We'll calculate this value. V is equal to omega into root a square minus y square. V is equal to omega, we don't know. This is 3 square minus 2 square. So V is equal to root 5 into omega. A value is how much? Omega square into y. Omega square we don't know, into 2. Let it be second equation. These two are equal. They mentioned. V is equal to A. Root 5 into omega is equal to 2 omega square. Omega is equal to root 5 by 2. Time period formula is what? 2 pi by omega. So 2 pi by root 5 by 2. This is 4 pi by root 5 seconds. So 14, it will be second option. Okay. Next, see the 15. What they are asking. Pendulum is hung from the roof of a sufficiently high building and is moving freely to and fro like a simple pendulum. The acceleration of the bob of the pendulum is 20 meter per second square at a distance of 5 meter from the mean position. So A is equal to omega square y. A value will be 20. Omega square into 5. Omega square is equal to 4. Omega is equal to 2 radian per second. Time period T is equal to 2 pi by omega. 2 pi by 2. This value will be pi seconds. So 15th, it will be second option. Next, 16. What is that? See, y is equal to a naught plus a sin omega t plus b cos omega t. Then what is the resultant amplitude? No need to consider this a naught. These two are perpendicular to each other. Resultant amplitude is equal to a dash square root of a square plus b square, because these two are perpendicular. Okay, just like problem number 9. So 16th, its value will be second option. Next, 17. Average velocity of a particle in complete vibration, average velocity will be equal to 0. V is equal to a omega cos omega t. In complete cycle, cos value will be equal to 0. We have to take integration for this. In complete cycle, this value will be equal to 0. So, average velocity is equal to 0. Next, question number 18. What they are mentioning, see. The radius of a circle, period of revolution, initial position and sense of revolution is indicated in the figure. Y projection of the radius of the vector of rotating particle will be. So time period 4 seconds, radius will be amplitude, because particle is moving in the clockwise direction. Y is equal to a cos omega t. Y is equal to, this will be radius, cos omega value will be 2 pi by capital T into small t. This value 2 pi by 4 into t. Y is equal to 3 cos pi t by 2. So which will be the correct option? Means fourth option. 18, it will be 4. Next, see the last question, 19. The phase difference between displacement and acceleration will be 180 degrees. So 19, it will be pi radians. Second option will be the answer. Okay, with this we finished this chapter. Still waves chapter is pending. We'll continue that in the coming lectures. Okay, thank you.